Hello and welcome back to the Fastest podcast, where we cover everything from the greatest overtakes to the fastest pit stops. US Grand Prix just happened. This is our post-race debrief. I have with me today Pigeon and Dogra. And did you enjoy the race, guys?
We finally
That
saw
was
some overtakes. That's massive.
that that was a fun race actually. I mean, at least especially the battle between Norris and Leclerc. That was just interesting to watch.
Definitely. I mean, the outcome of that race does mean that we all have to do a shoey. Dogra for his Ferrari podium, Pigeon for the Max win, and me because I'm stupid. And I made a deal with the devil, Pigeon. So we're all going to be doing a shoey today. I think that's the first time we've had to do them on the podcast since
Oh
we
no, I
introduced.
was already on Baku.
Oh, you did it, Baku? Okay,
Yeah,
respect. Well, maybe this is the first time everyone's had to do one.
definitely. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, talk a little bit about the race before we get into that. We'll keep this one brief because we've just done our live watch along, which you can see next weekend if for the Mexican Grand Prix. We'll be back with another watch along on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. So keep an eye on our socials for coverage about that. But yes, the race, like Dogra was saying, I think the highlight probably was Leclerc and Norris. I thought it was really good racing between them.
I
Um,
Not only was it a good race between them, it was also very clean. There was no like a lot of pushing off the track, intentional pushing off the track. There was a lot of clean overtakes, lots of opportunities, great mind games by Leclerc and Norris. Leclerc with that, already took the outside line so that he could bait Norris into like taking the inside and then just taking the position back. Ultimately, it didn't work out for him, but still, he managed to hold out for a long time, especially with the tire deficit in both the stints with softs, mediums, and then medium softs. It was a great race.
yeah, I mean it was interesting as well to see how both cars kind of performed with their various limitations. You know, McLaren are kind of suffering a little bit from contact yesterday. Obviously, the Ferrari is not the most stable. Some of the best performance we've seen from Ferrari though all season, maybe both drivers up there. So they're definitely going in the right direction. But you know, over one lap yesterday, we were kind of seeing Ferrari struggling a little bit. You saw Hamilton and Leclerc both really wrestling the car. Norris was not particularly confident with the pace due to the nature of the circuit, slow speed corners, and the DRS wasn't really working massively in McLaren's favour compared to what we've seen
that's
before.
been an issue all season, hasn't it? DRS is not effective, but yeah, that battle between Norris and Leclerc definitely the highlight of the this race, past few races
One of the
actually.
best few battles in recent, like
Yeah,
in the season recently.
it
So
really reminded me of the Norris v Verstappen battle last year, and the same situation. Um, so yeah, love to see that. Also, some other pretty nice overtakes. Some pretty big misses too. I think Berman tried to go down the inside of turn 17. Didn't work out because he had to go onto the grass. Spun. Sainz tried to do that as well. He sadly DNF'd. Yeah, that battle between Norris and Leclerc, it was constant pressure, constant will he, won't he, and then putting on a move. Leclerc was very nice on defending, and then eventually you lose out. But yeah, what do you do against the McLaren? You just can't hold them back forever. Um, yeah,
I mean, it was definitely close though because you know Norris's tires were really falling off at the end, and there was just a lot of factors that made it interesting to watch, which I always enjoy. I always enjoy watching those two specifically going wheel to wheel. It's not something that we get very often, so I enjoy it when it comes around. And yeah, they didn't disappoint today. Um, yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to see how Ferrari do in Mexico. I mean, Mexico is always a place where things get a bit tricky, like for teams, because you know the altitude and you know just the nature of the circuit again. So it'll be interesting to see if they can carry that across with them. I think maybe we were all quite surprised that Mercedes were not particularly pacey today. I thought that Russell was kind of going to steamroll Piastri today, and he never really got past him.
I think it was more of a bad start and then just dirty air. I think you saw Hamilton couldn't get really close, and then Piastri also not much. Russell not much. Tsunoda not much. It was just a real gaps of like 3-4 seconds, and they really couldn't get any closer. But yeah, I did love to see Antonelli getting some points back, some places back after his spin with Sainz. So yeah, that was nice to see. Um, but it's once again, if you look at races from like 3 years ago, you saw constant overtaking and battles across the field. Now you just have one, two, maybe three battles on track, and that's it. And that's what we have to be happy with. Yeah, not the best, but this was a pretty good race.
But this race proves why COTA is the best among the American tracks. Just so much action. There was so much action and so much good action actually going on. There were actual overtake opportunities. There was enough space for the cars to overtake.
Yeah, but
It was just great overall.
like I said in the preview as well, you have multiple racing lines, and I think Behrman, Sainz, Antonelli, they all proved it. If you go for a move, you can actually take a different line, go to the outside of a car. You can actually run alongside those cars and just wait until the next corner goes in your way. And if you have enough traction, enough speed, and enough balls, basically, you can get past. And that's just what you love to see. I think Norris and Leclerc were side by side for four consecutive corners.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's just great racing, and we haven't seen that in, I would say, 7 races. So yeah. Um, but if we look at the weekend as a whole, we have to mention the championship battle, of course, because we went into this race weekend with 63-point gap from Verstappen to Piastri. It is now 40 points.
I'm telling you, if Verstappen wins, this will be the best win of his career, obviously, and the funniest season for McLaren.
Yeah, I mean, that incident yesterday was extremely detrimental because not only did Oscar
Take
cause
out his
that
teammate.
incident with Hulkenberg, he had to go and take his teammate with him. So, I mean, really the last thing that they needed, especially with Max running away with it anyway, he was on pole. It's just really the last thing that McLaren needed this weekend. And, Lando had a decent go today, but it wasn't a pole position, it wasn't a win, which is what he really needed, especially with Max right up there with him. So it will be really interesting to see the next 2 races because I don't want to call it. I don't want to say anything because it really could go
Either way.
three,
Yeah.
Yeah.
three ways because
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm confident in any of them. That I don't think I could confidently pick one and go, yeah. Whereas up until this point, maybe, pre Baku, it was like, yeah, Oscar's probably going to run away with it. And now, not only has Max joined the party, Lando's
He's half the gap in 4 races
he,
time.
yeah, I mean, he's more than joined the party, but Lando's also been more aggressive and outperformed Oscar.
Yeah.
We were talking about this before, but is this a little bit of the pressure getting to him, or is this just a symptom of Max being Max Verstappen and coming?
Max,
I think it's
Max.
both. I think it's both. Piastri doesn't have the best track record around COTA anyways.
No.
And then of course he had the incident in the sprint race, so he didn't have any meaningful race running. with cars in front, behind, whatever. And then you have to go into qualifying with potentially a damaged car and, let's be honest, a damaged ego as well. P6 is all you can muster, and then you're in the race and you really can't do anything because the cars just won't allow it. Yeah.
Pretty rough day in the office for Oscar. It's been a rough few races for Oscar, to be honest. Like, Baku, Singapore this weekend. It takes its toll. We've seen how incidents like these in the past, with drivers, you either come back tenfold stronger or it can very easily fall away from you. So I think it'll be interesting to see now how things go, especially we're in the middle of now a double header.
Funnily enough, it is Max Verstappen that's coming back 10 times stronger. So
Well, it is. I mean, as we've just discovered, in the last 5 races, Max Verstappen has scored 119 points. Between them, the McLaren drivers have also scored 119 points.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, going out of the Netherlands, they had 104 points between them,
yeah,
and now it's 40.
Little.
So it's just crazy. We're
Max-
going to be heading over to Mexico.
Max.
He's the most successful driver there, so I'm allowed to say that.
You know what? If there's one place that I want Oscar Piastri to win, it's in Mexico. Because I want to see them put him in that hat and send him up to that podium. Equally, I think it could also be really funny with Lando, though, as well. So maybe I'll have to change my vote. I don't know.
Save it for the predictions for the preview.
Historically, you've been a Lando fan, so I was expecting Lando, but all right.
Yeah, but you have to admit it would be quite funny watching Oscar get carted up
Fair.
there in that massive.
It's always really awkward seeing Max go up there.
Imagine if it's
gigantic sombrero.
No, imagine if it's that weird ass sombrero with that's made out of nachos and has the dip on the side.
You tip your head one way and it just spills out guacamole. Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah.
we've got lots to look forward to, but because one way or another, McLaren have to give us something now. We've been asking them all season to give us something, but with Max
they have no choice.
getting involved,
they have no choice now.
They have to lock in and get real, because I don't want to hear the words papaya, rules, or repercussion until the end of the season. Lock in. He is coming to get you, and he doesn't care about your papaya rules, and he doesn't care about your repercussions. He will make you cry over your papaya rules and your repercussions.
They will going
Max Verstappen now. Do not embarrass yourselves in front of Max Verstappen. Lock in. I can't swear on the podcast, but lock in.
They will start using the term consequences now.
Yeah. Consequences. I'm coming to get over the consequences. I've had enough.
You win the constructors with 6 races to go, and then you could potentially lose the driver's title, which is just funny as it is.
I'm telling you, if they lose the driver's title, it's going to be chaos at McLaren.
I think socials will literally blow up.
There will be firings.
Yeah.
Mark Webber will commit a violent
arson
crime at that factory.
Arson.
And I will help. Like, there will be no.
You heard it here first, Mark Webber. If you need an accomplice, Jazz is available.
No, I think we'd be doing it for very different reasons. But yeah, no, I just think they need to lock in. Whoever's quicker. None of this consequences. Oh, no. You've got the greatest driver of his generation coming to get you. He is hunting you down, and he can smell blood in the water. Do not mess around. If Lando's faster, throw your repercussions out the window. Let him cook. If Oscar's quicker, let him cook. Keep maximizing your points because
There was a hint of unsurety when she said Oscar, by the way.
yeah, but I gotta keep it real. I'm so stressed. And to a point where I'm even as strongly as I feel about a McLaren World Championship driver right now. I think they deserve to get absolutely destroyed by Max.
Humbled, I would say.
Humbled.
The thing is, I would feel McLaren deserve to get humbled. Lando and Oscar kind of don't deserve to get humbled because they've kind of been messed around, but every man for themselves.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I do want to give a shout to the trophies of Austin. They were, I think, instant classics. They had the Texan-style skulls with both COTA logos as the main part of the skull. They were absolutely amazing. You could poke someone's eye.
Jazz is staring at me because I ruined the trophy for her.
I just don't want you to say anything at this point in time.
Okay.
Pigeon, carry on.
Yeah, okay. Well, that was it, what I had. So, I think it's shoey time.
Who do we start with?
I think
Are we also revealing the drinks we're doing?
Do not reveal the drinks.
All right, should we do it simultaneously then?
Yeah, let's. I have a shoe.
I think no, do them one at a time, just so we make sure to really capture the.
All right, we have Verstappen fan going first.
That was it.
Nice.
Excellent. Round of applause.
Do you wash the shoe after this?
I will.
Jazz, you wanna go first or?
Bear with.
All right, I'll do it. I'll do it first.
Yeah, you go. Oh my lord, this is
We
wrong.
also have another member who owes us a shoey, by the way, Dan.
Yes,
Welcome
Dan
back on
owes us a
points.
shoey.
You will have to do a shoey.
Oh my. I don't.
Oh boy.
Smells
By
good.
the way, I wore this show today, so.
Do you know what? It's not that bad.
She needed that.
Fair enough.
God bless.
Yeah, if you have any other moments that we didn't mention, cover, whatever, post them below. We will take them in for the preview. We also
She's still
will
drinking.
recap just a little bit. She wants every single drop out of that shoe. No,
Not letting the drink go to waste.
We usually cover a little bit of the race before in the preview as well. So if you have any ideas, predictions, whatever, post them below, like the video, follow us for more. And we will see you next week, I believe.
We'll be back.
Mexico preview.
I do not enjoy this feeling right now. And with that, goodbye.
Bye-bye.